They call it one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. A legend whispered through the deserts of Arizona, carried by the warm, dry wind across endless red sands, jagged peaks, and rugged canyons that have stood unchanged for centuries. For over 100 years, adventurers, dreamers, and fortune seekers have ventured into these mountains in search of the fabled lost Dutchman's gold mine. Yet most never returned. Some claim it is merely a myth, spun to thrill the imagination. Others insist it is real, a treasure so immense it could transform a life forever. One truth remains certain: the Superstition Mountains never give up their secrets easily. Long before Arizona became a state, before railroads and settlements carved their way across the desert, the Apache tribes roamed these rugged peaks. To them, these mountains were sacred, a place where the living could touch the spirit world, and where the dead walked silently among the living. They warned outsiders: never venture too far into the canyons, never climb too high on the cliffs, never disturb the stones. The mountains, they said, were protected by spirits, guardians of something ancient, precious and forbidden. Greed, however, has a way of silencing caution. In the mid-1800s, a German immigrant named Jacob Waltz arrived in the Arizona territory. Locals called him the Dutchman, though he was German by birth. Waltz was quiet, hardworking, and often kept to himself. He moved from one dry riverbed to another, prospecting under the harsh desert sun, studying the mountains with a kind of obsession that unsettled those around him. Whispers began to spread in small towns and mining camps. They said Jacob had discovered something extraordinary, a hidden gold mine deep in the Superstition Mountains. Some dismissed it as rumor, others believed it, but few dared follow him into the treacherous terrain. One summer, after a devastating flood hit Phoenix, Jacob fell gravely ill. As he lay dying in a small adobe home, he summoned Julia Thomas, a local caretaker who attended him. With his final breath, he revealed a secret that would ignite over a century of obsession. He had found a gold mine, richer than any other, hidden deep within the Superstition Mountains. He described the mine vividly: walls lined with gold, veins so thick that the precious metal seemed almost unreal under torchlight. He drew a crude map in trembling hands and spoke of landmarks, a cross-shaped rock, shadows that pointed the way only at certain times of the year, and hidden caves. Then he passed away, leaving behind only mystery and desire. Julia Thomas, along with a few trusted companions, attempted to follow his directions into the mountains. They searched every canyon, ridge, and cave, yet the mine remained hidden. The clues seemed to shift with every retelling. Landmarks appeared to move. Shadows changed direction as if the mountains themselves were alive, guarding their treasure against all intruders. Soon, the story spread throughout the Arizona territory. Newspapers printed tales of the lost Dutchman's mine. Fortune hunters arrived from all over the country, drawn by dreams of unimaginable wealth. They came with maps, compasses, tools, and hope. Many were desperate, some reckless. Yet all believed they could claim what Waltz had found. People abandoned jobs, sold homes, and disappeared into the rugged desert, chasing a fortune that had claimed countless others before them. The mountains, however, were unforgiving. For every adventurer who ventured into the canyons, few returned. Those who did spoke of strange phenomena: whispers echoing through the rocks, shadows moving when no one was there, lights flickering across distant peaks at night. Some claimed to find ancient symbols carved into stone, remnants of old mining tunnels or abandoned camps. Others stumbled upon skeletons, supplies untouched, as if the mountain itself had swallowed them whole. By the early 1900s, the legend had darkened. Locals began calling the area the Devil's Playground. Authorities warned travelers to stay away, but that only drew more people. Explorers, scientists, and fortune seekers believed they could solve the mystery. In 1931, Adolf Ruth, a retired veterinarian, became obsessed with finding the mine. He carried an old map, passed down from Mexican miners. Ignoring every warning, he ventured alone into the mountains. Weeks later, he vanished. 6 months after, searchers found his body in a remote canyon. His skull bore a bullet wound. His journal lay beside him, inscribed with a single chilling line, Veni vidi vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. No gold was ever found. Over the decades, more lives were lost. Planes searching for adventurers crashed in the desert. Hikers disappeared without a trace. Campsites were abandoned as if time itself had stopped. The legend deepened with every disappearance. Some reported ghostly figures, men in torn mining clothes wandering silently among the rocks. Others claimed to hear distant screams carried on the wind or drums echoing from the peaks at night. Even skeptics began to wonder if the mountains were cursed. By the 1960s and 70s, modern explorers arrived with helicopters, metal detectors, and sophisticated maps. Yet the mine remained elusive. Some theorized the mine had collapsed centuries ago, sealing the treasure forever beneath stone. Others believed Waltz had fabricated the story, that there was no mine at all. Yet another theory suggested the gold Waltz found wasn't originally his, but part of a hidden Spanish cache. Long before Waltz, Spanish conquistadors had mined these mountains. Some discovered immense veins of gold but kept them hidden from the Apache tribes. When the Apaches finally revolted, the Spanish were killed and the mine was sealed. Historians believe Waltz may have later discovered that same lost Spanish cache, a secret untouched for centuries. Even today, the Superstition Mountains remain mysterious and dangerous. Locals say you can hear drums echoing through the canyons at night. Hikers report strange carvings on rocks, glowing symbols, and lights moving across cliffs. Scientists explain these phenomena as reflections of quartz and iron under moonlight, but locals insist the mountains are alive, protecting their hidden treasure. The truth remains elusive. Is there a fortune buried beneath the sands, or is it a tale born from human hope and greed? Perhaps the real treasure isn't gold, but the story itself. A cautionary tale of ambition, obsession, and survival in one of the harshest deserts on Earth. Each year, new adventurers enter the Superstition Mountains armed with maps, drones, and dreams. They trace the same trails, follow the same shadows, and pursue the same legend that has claimed countless lives. And as the sun sets, casting long red light over the jagged peaks, the mountains seem to whisper the same challenge they always have. Come and find me, if you dare. Legends never die. They only wait to be rediscovered. And maybe, one day, someone will finally uncover the lost Dutchman's gold mine. Until then, its secret sleeps beneath the sands, waiting for the next brave soul to seek it. If this story of mystery, greed, and survival intrigued you, don't forget to subscribe for more hidden legends from history. The next tale might change the way you see the past forever.